it works. Okay. Try closing application. Okay. All right, this is our broadcast meeting. I want to apologize for any technical issues, because you know technology is not always friendly. But what I'm gonna do here, the subject matter is the power of belief, and we're going to. I'm gonna play another video. I'll play this video again for those that could not hear it. Maybe you can see the subtitles down the bottom, but I wanted you to hear the guy speak. Okay. All right. So let me try this again. Hopefully it would work for us. You press share sound. You still can hear me, right, Mbeh?
Yes, we can hear you, Steve.
Okay, let's see here. Share. Let me see here. Hold on a minute. Can you see? Let me go back. Hold on a minute.
Yes.
Can you hear Mbeh?
That's the beginning of every, is the gatekeeper that. See, if you think of, it's not crazy that's within the walls, right? It is only greater outside those walls that opens. If anything good exists on the other side, capable of getting there, why start? And this formula is simple, right? Let's not overthink it. We believe to be possible. Strength, I mean, you name it. Natural talent. But for this idea, they know it to be person that's unsure. They're and if you don't believe in yourself, things apply. They're limited, which do have them have to give more, sacrifice more. In the mirror, you are one of those select few. What's going to happen when life kicks back at you? You'll resort back to what you know. You'll flee the battle for safety, security, and comfort. But when you know your movie ends at the top of the mountain, when you know at the end of the day you're going to cross a finish line or hold a trophy, your brain internalizes conflict differently, very differently. For someone with self-belief, obstacles don't make you wonder if you should keep going, because you already know you have to keep going. I mean, come on, you haven't arrived yet. There's still a road to travel. No, in this situation, obstacles simply prompt you to ask how. How can I get through this? And that's the small discrepancy that changes everything. Because at some point, you'll look to your right and you'll look to your left and you'll find very few people get to the how question. They all stopped at if. I wonder if I can do this. I wonder if I'm capable. Well, they'll never know. They'll never see that sunset beyond those metaphorical city walls because they never truly believed in themselves. They never opened that gate. Look, I went through 16 years of education without a teacher or professor telling me, Eddie, 99% of life is just believing in yourself to figure challenges out as they come, to figure life out as it comes. Only X% make it through law school. Only Y% succeed at this and that. That's what you hear. But no, none of that matters. It's simple. It's simple. Most of the world quits when things get challenging. If you don't, if you have the courage to believe and trust in yourself, you'll succeed. Why? Because you won't stop until you find a way. That's the power of self-belief. It's not quantum physics. It's not complex. You know, at one point, I didn't think I could make a living outside of a cubicle or office building. Then I saw others do it. And for the first time in my life, I believed it was possible. I changed my actions to support my beliefs, and here we are. At one point, I didn't think certain financial goals were reality. I didn't know about a free, flexible lifestyle. I wasn't aware of the type of relationships that would change my life. Why? Because they exist outside those city walls. I didn't believe they were real. I didn't believe in myself to create them, to make them in my own life. But with the change in belief, there's a change in reality. You will always follow through on who you believe you are. So let's go back to that mirror visualization. At some point today, look at your reflection and think about nothing but what I'm about to tell you. Everything you need, you have. I promise you, you are equipped to change your life, the lives of everyone around you, and the world in which you exist. So take that fact, feel it, and never ask it again. From now on, the question is how. Your fate is not a coin flip, it's a puzzle. It's about arranging the pieces. And those two eyes looking back at you are more than capable of figuring that out. Ask simply, do you want it? And if yes, open that front door, take that first step, and inject yourself into a journey that will be unlike anything you've ever experienced before. A journey where you have the answers, the aptitude, and now the self-belief. And when you find yourself in the lowest of lows or the darkest of nights, find solace in that fact that will be more than enough to get you to dawn.
Okay. Mbeh, did you hear that, brother? Unmute yourself.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Wow, that was fantabulous, Steve.
Yes, yes, yes.
Please don't
yes.
always forget to share us the link, because
Okay.
well,
Okay,
when you listen to that, you want to listen over and over again.
Okay, what I'm gonna do that right now. Share that link with you all. Okay. Here. Go. I'm gonna put it in the chat for you all. Okay, that is the link, folks. Y'all can go back and listen to it if you want. But now what I want to do, we're talking about the power of self-belief. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna go here and share my screen again and go over something that something that's very great that Mr. Tony Robbins talks about here. And let me go here. Share my screen. Those that don't know who Tony Robbins is, he's American, of course. His real name is Anthony J. Robbins, but he's known him for most of my life, folks, my adult life. And he's very popular here in the United States, around the world. He's an American author. So I was just going through some of this. One was awesome, folks, awesome. And it says 11 ways to believe in yourself. And folks, let me tell you something. How can we even believe in the billion coin, TBC? Okay, so it goes on to say here, in business and your personal life, self-confidence is a prerequisite to taking massive action. You need to believe in yourself and your abilities, skills, and passions to take a leap into entrepreneurship or any other aspiration. Believing in yourself is a linchpin of exceptional leadership, because self-confidence lets you manage and inspire others with assurance and direction. When you think of it this way, answering the question, why is it important to believe in yourself? It's easy. Learning how to believe in yourself is critical to creating the life you desire. Okay? And it goes on to say here, self-belief requires a holistic strategy. You must take control of your thoughts and feelings so you will be able to reach your peak state. It also entails building up confidence in your abilities, as well as falling in love with yourself and the parts of your personality, perspective, and excellence, experience. Now, I'm going to go through 11 of these, folks, and I know we are already at the 30. The 30 is 9:35 my time here, so I know we only got 25 more minutes here. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm going to go through a few of these. I'm gonna just go through each title, and I'm gonna put the link in the chat area so y'all can go through them, because I highly recommend you read this, because it's really great material. Okay. Number 1 says, change your perspective. At the core of self-belief is realizing that you and only you are the driver of your own success. It says, this is where personal power is built. Okay. It says, claiming agent isn't about uninterrupted success. It's about being able to move on from failure quickly. To do that, you must change your perspective on failure. Now, Tony Robbins says this, folks. I've overcome to believe that all my past failure and frustration were actually laying the foundation to the understandings that created the new level of living I now enjoy. Okay, he said this is his top tip to believe in yourself. He said, see failures as opportunities, not obstacles. Learn from them. Get up and achieve your goals. We got a real big goal here in TBC, folks. A real big one. Okay. Number 2, conquer your limited beliefs. Number 2, conquer your limited beliefs. Asking how to believe in yourself opens the door to a deeper question. What are the beliefs that are causing your emotions in the first place? Negative emotions like self-doubt or anxiety are deeply connecting to the opinions we have ourselves based on our life experiences. They are your brain telling you that it's time to examine these limited beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. But it can be easier said than done. One way is to get started to focus on your self-talk, the words you choose when you speak to yourself. He says, according to Mayo Clinic, positive self-talk can help your coping skills improve psychological well-being and even increase your lifespan. So the next time you catch a negative inner monologue, challenge your self-talk by replacing those comments with positive thoughts. Number 3, it says practice self-love. Self-love is the basis of self-belief. If you don't love yourself, it says, how can you ever learn to have faith in yourself? And if you don't know yourself, how can you ever fall in love with yourself? To master the art of self-confidence, first master the arts of self-awareness and self-love. Determine your values and be proud of them. Embrace your strengths and weaknesses equally. That doesn't mean you can't work on those weaknesses. It's about appreciating who you are and what makes you different from everyone else on the planet. When you start questioning your self-belief, remember to love yourself first. Number 4 says create healthy routines. Now I'm gonna right here, instead of going through each passage and reading each one, I'm gonna just go through each number here and give you the subtitle. And then, like I said, I'm gonna put the link so you can actually take time and read these things yourself, because it is some powerful information here for you, okay? Number 4 says create healthy routines. Number 5 says unlock the power of proximity. Number 6 says change your focus. Number 8 says face a growth mindset. Now, I've always been big about mindset here in TBC. Number 11 says draw on your inner strength. So what I'm gonna do right here, I'm gonna just copy this and I'm gonna stop screen sharing for, and I'm gonna put this in our chat. Okay. That's the chat that you can copy and put into your browser link, your URL browser at the top, and you can go through this and read each one. And I highly do this for me, folks. Just go through and take time in your day and read this, because it's all about, folks, we cannot go forward in TBC like we should if we're not strong inside and got inner strength, if we're not good at what we are as an individual, okay? So, Mbeh, I just want to have a little discussion with you, and this is the question I'm gonna have for you and everyone else, okay? I'm starting with my fellow ambassador. I always start with my fellow ambassador first, okay?
Parang mo na rin sinabing ako magpapakita din.
Just mute yourself. I'm going to start with Mbeh first. Mbeh, just unmute yourself so you can hear me and I can talk back with you.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, and I know this is going to be easy for you, Mbeh, but I may be easy for a lot of you here. And the question I have for you is this. Now we're talking about self-belief, but I'm gonna go a little further. I'm gonna go a little step further and ask you this question. Out of all the things you grew up and you went through so many things in your lifetime, and then all of a sudden you saw this thing called TBC. the Billion Coin.
Right.
And you may have been in other organizations or other, I don't know, businesses. I don't know what you could have been in several other things in your life.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it in your, what, let me see, can I get this question just how I want to say it in my mind? Because this is going to be for anyone that wants to give their take on this. What in yourself makes you believe that we in TBC, that TBC is the answer to what we need in this world? What do you believe? What is it that you believe? I know you can answer that one. Why is it TBC? What makes you, and I'm not saying I doubt it. I'm not, by asking you this question, I'm not saying I doubt it at all. I
Right.
firmly believe in TBC and what the whole philosophy, the whole conglomerate, the whole thing. But what is it about you that makes you believe that we will achieve everything we said we were going to do in TBC?
All right. Thank you so much, Steve. Steve, you know, before I started doing TBC, I did many things online. For example, I did things like Zig Reward. If you look at most old networkers, you ask them about things like Zig Reward. Steve, you ever heard about Zig Reward?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I did things like Zig Rewards, I did like Club Asteria, and a whole bunch of things before 2016.
Mm-hmm.
While I was doing those things, I was teaching, you know, but I got burned. I got burned in many of those things. And, you know, today I have understood that getting burned on those programs is like paying your school fees. You are paying your school fees to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I'm a consultant in my office. People come to me and they ask a particular program, and I'll tell them, look, very soon you'll get burned. Those who listen, they listen. Now, when I met TBC, you see, when I met TBC, I was like, this is it. This is the thing that I have been looking for, because I have seen it all, Steve. I have seen it all. There are people that are so excited about online business today, and they don't even know how most of these Ponzi schemes they operate. And they are just excited. Maybe they have 2 years experience, 3 years experience, and they're just excited with the whole thing, but they don't know how to go into details to really find out what they need to know about that program before they even venture in it. So TBC this is the 6th year, but I have like 12 to 13 years experience working online. So meaning that I have seen majority of the things. I have seen how people get burned in all the ways. But now, when I met TBC, I had to look all the angles. I have to find out, you know, I have to look all the angles. But now, TBC helped me to bring out that passion, because I have always wanted to help people. I have always wanted to teach, you know, has always been my passion. So when I met TBC, I said, this is the tool, you know, this is the tool that I have to use to bring out that passion in me. You understand? So it was not just about getting money. Steve, I tell you, I have seen a lot of Ponzi schemes that I can just jump into it, and after 6 months, I make a lot of money. But now the question is, what about that passion? Are you fulfilling your passion? Is it just about the money, or you want to feel fulfilled? Because when I do what I'm doing in TBC, I feel like I am accomplishing my purpose into this world. So at one point in time, it's not just about the money. Steve, I have seen it all. If it is about the money, I have made the money. Steve, you were here in Cameroon. We went up and down together. You saw me. At least if they are calling young, rich people in my country, I'll be among the youths that are rich in my country. So it's not just about the money. It's about the passion. The passion that I am. In fact, you know, Steve, they talk about self-love, you know. While you were reading, talk about self-love. I love myself and love the things that I'm doing. It just makes me complete. I tell you, I can talk for the rest of the day. Let me just stop here, Steve.
Yeah, I know, because I know this is a subject matter that we can really, a lot of us here can really talk a lot about this. Because I know a lot of us here, I believe a lot of us here really have self-belief in ourselves and love ourselves and know within ourselves that we can achieve anything admin has us to do.
Right.
We can actually get there. We can achieve so much here to make an impact to help the world. Because I'm telling you folks, the world need us. They need us.
That is it.
They need this. They need this organization. They need this belief that we can achieve. And folks, we have been denied so much. But you can't go get it, folks, and not unless you believe here in yourself first. You got to be strong in yourself that you can achieve anything. You got to be able to face those fears. Remember, that person you're talking to over there, whether it's a merchant or a person, they're just like you. Remember, they're human. They're not up here and you here. Y'all are human. As far as God is concerned, we are equal humans. So when I saw this, I said, God, this would be great discussion to talk to people about it. But anyway, what I want to do here, I want to go to my participants. I see, look like I see Mofu Money. I believe is that my brother?
Yes,
he got his hand up. And I know my brother here, after having personally discussions with him when I was actually in Cameroon, I know this brother here can talk about this. So my brother Mofu Money. Mofu Money.
I like words to appreciate you, Ambassador, and greetings to all the broadcasters in the house. And when Ambassador Mbeh was talking, I was just chilling up in the backyard and say, if he knows how he's exposing my mind. The issue is just that, Ambassador, I like words to put this out to the world, because just like yesterday, I think it was on Saturday, I happened to have met up with my schoolmate in the secondary, and a whole lot, after 21 years, a whole lot was being said, and they were asking me, what are you doing right now? I was so glad to expose TBC to them. And most of them were really wondering why I was talking about it with a lot of passion and with a lot of emotion. And they were saying, but why has this thing really impacted you? And you're talking about it like it's something that is extraterrestrial or whatsoever. The issue is this, Steve. Let me just try to use 1 or 2 minutes to put my words out to everyone, because this topic is so fashionable with every TBCian that is really grounded in the concept of TBC. Because most people have come because the millions and all what? You have the millions. What next? What next?
What's
That's
next?
the question. Yeah, because at times I ask, why admin? How come did he knew that TBC is not only the money, but you find the values, the impact of which you had to give to this earth, because each and every one of us on this earth was to do something. And those values that you carry, you were to put them at a certain place where people will benefit from. And TBC gives you that avenue to expose those talents, those skills, those ways of doing. Like Ambassador was saying, he has the passion to teach. He has taught me. I'm his product. I'm proud of being his product. If he never went out to talk about TBC seminars and all whatnot, he wouldn't have identified me. So this is that avenue that TBC has given us to bring out the values, the potentness that our Creator has embedded in us. TBC has given us that opportunity to share it out with the world. And this is what most people should look at. The money is there, but what are the values you're living? What is the impact you're creating? Look, like today, I can openly talk to the world. You quite remember when I did my first broadcast. I was informally here and there, but I can talk to anyone. I can talk everywhere, because what? TBC has made me to know who I am. The belief in me that I have a contribution to be made has been given room to through TBC. I know now I can't have even time for myself. I was just coming out from a meeting. At times I attend your meetings, not that I'm there in the backyard, but I'm connected to help others. You see, TBC has put me in an avenue where I'm seeing my contribution to the others. At times I really ask myself, how come about did I understand that this is where I am? Because, Steve, at the end of the day, there are two things that we human want. We want happiness and we want prosperity.
There you go.
See, we have merged them all in one. And
That's
love and respect is in there. So
It's in
guys,
there.
let's not look at the money. Let's look at the values that TBC has permitted us to put out there. And even you are not putting yours out there, go in, believe in yourself, show up, speak
I
up,
love this.
stand up, and be available. You will really be glad being part of the TBC community. I draw my case. Thank you very much.
You know, I'm telling you one thing. You got me charged up, brother.
It's TBC that are working with me.
That's right. It's not. People got to understand. It's not about just the money.
Yeah.
It's not about
we have
just
made the
that.
money online. And TBC has given us the opportunity not only make the money, but put smiles on people's faces. Think what food subsidy would do to people. Think what assemblies would do to people. Think what other issues. I couldn't talk to people around the whole world, but I talk to people in each continent of the world every day, 24 hours a day. Why? Thanks to the opportunity. So, guys, if you're looking but just at your doorsteps, you haven't seen.
It's pushing me to start
look
speaking in tongues
forward.
right now.
You know, TBC folks, TBC brings the best out of you.
Oh,
it brings
I'm
the best.
telling you, it couldn't just be any other thing than the best. Yeah, I'm telling you, it couldn't be any other thing, just than the best. Guys, we have what they call the gold in our hand. Let's separate the debts and let the gold shine, which is the values that TBC has put in us. That is what I'm just trying to expose out. Ambassador, let me not take
you were excellent. Excellent.
Go to the other. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, let's go right now. Thank you so much, brother. Let's go right now to Innocent. Innocent.
Yeah. Good morning, Ambassador. Ambassador,
I know you like this. I know you like this subject. I'm sure.
Good morning, Ambassador Derrick. How are you?
I'm doing fine, brother.
I think that this guy, More for Money, was like talking like a pastor. I like that. Yeah, when you start talking, you cannot stop talking. That's very, very powerful. Okay, thank you very much, Ambassador Stephen. You know, when I joined TBC, I don't know exactly if I can take time to talk, but I will be very short. As a management and control and internal audit engineer, I like to do some things where we have some wrong things. I want to be there to restart these things again. That's why when I decide to find a job, I decided to become an engineer in management control and internal audit, because I like to go to the companies, check what is going wrong inside, and let them to make a new statements. When I feel when I thinking how the world is going on, I find that the world are making very wrong things, and many times I ask myself, how is it possible to make like a new statement? When I joined TBC, I find that TBC give us an opportunity to start everything by zero. You see how they are thinking about the world, or the human being, how they are making the bank system, how they are making like to share the resource how to let the people to get a new hope. Everything in TBC is like you are rebuilding some things new. That's why when I joined TBC, not because of money, because it's like the way I have to be, absolutely, because I like this kind of way. I like the way where everything have to become new, like the way of leadership. The way of leadership is not the way where all people are already want a way already passed before.
Right.
The way of leadership, the way is the way where nobody has been gone there before. That is the way of TBC. All leaders in TBC, when you are working every day is like a new day for you, because nothing is like the same like yesterday. Look at yesterday, last week is different for this week. Last week we are not talking about we are not talking about the life force assembly. Now we are talking about life force assembly. But tomorrow or next week we are talking about another thing. Step by step we are growing. That's why I believe.
And we are growing, and we're growing.
We are growing. And everything is coming very new, and we are making more clearly what we all have to go now. That's why I joined TBC, and I was so serious with that. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that's great information, because folks, Anderson, you're exactly right about that, because we're learning something new every week. We're growing together. You know, for me, folks, I've never been in an organization where we're all growing together. We're all improving our self-worth, our self-belief, our self-love, and it's making us better and better and better as human beings. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, that's
you know. And so, folks, thank you so much, Innocent. You know, folks, I'm gonna say to you, this has been a great broadcast meeting for me personally, because I've always, for myself, always about improving myself to help others, you know. And I want to say to you all, folks, I just want to say thank you so much for all of you being here. Now, let's go quickly, because I know we have run out of time. I know that you all got to know what the key word is. And of course, again, what it be? Who wants to say it?
Believe.
There you go. Believe. The key word is believe. And it's all in small case words. It's nothing capital. So let's do this. Let's go and let me share my screen real fast here. Cash has meetings.
All right, Steve. So
hold on a minute here. I'm gonna just stop. I can go back and do this later, folks. I'm gonna put in here. The key word is believe. So you just go on the broadcast, go on your Creamcast back office, go on the broadcast on the broadcast meetings, and put in the key word.
You have to believe.
Believe. Now, folks, we're going to close the broadcast meeting, because we got to go into our weekly meetings. So let's all unmic and say, we must believe in TBC. We must believe in TBC.
We must believe in TBC.
We must believe in TBC.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.